Hey guys, this is HBK Gran and welcome to the Guardian game. So now the fate will be decided upon which Guardian class comes out at the top. So whether it's gonna be the Hunter, we're gonna be going up top, man, because I'm Hunter main and we're gonna definitely wreck it, and you guys can see it in the tower. But best of luck to Titans and Warlock for second place, but it's all good. So I'm just kidding, guys. I hope all the classes, everybody is a winner. So best of luck to everybody, and it will be live from April 21st to May 12th, so best of luck for that one. However, guys, what we're actually going to be focusing on is how to get the bounties for this event, what to do, and where to do it faster. So starting at the tower, we're going to talk to Eva Levante, and you're basically going to claim the quest step, which is the Guardian Games. Apart from that, if you want to purchase this, so from here, it's your call. You don't really have to, because you will end up getting it for free from Zavala. So our next quest step from here, if you guys go into the quest bar and into the quest section right here, we'll just have that one tracked. We're gonna visit Zavala, and when you talk to Zavala, basically you will be able to get one of those capes, so for the Mighty Rivalry Mark. So whether you want it for Arc, for Solar, or for Void, it is completely your call. I've been like going more for like with Void or Solar, but the beauty of this event is phenomenal, and I will be explaining to you why. Now, you can take the weekly bounties as well. That is completely your call right now, but I will explain to you like what we need to do. Now, once you have claimed one of the capes, you can just simply go right over here and you can equip it. I would recommend trying to wear this cape for the entire duration of the gameplay now, because if you need to get the resources, you need to have this equipped. So I would recommend right away trying to level it up as high as you can. You don't need to max it out, but it's completely your call. The importance of this thing is that it will help you get the drops. If you don't have this on, and when you're performing all these tasks, you won't be able to get the laurels and drops. Now, the next part of the quest is basically going back to Eva Levante and talking to her on the next quest step. So next up, we're gonna go talk to Eva Levante again, and let's go talk to her. And this time, we're gonna get a medal right here. So this time, it's telling us to go and speak to the Drifter and register for the game. So there's gonna be two things that you have to do now. Now, in order to talk to the Drifter, you could simply teleport to this area if you want. It will be a lot faster. Once you're at the Drifter, simply talk to him and you will be able to accept and like sign me up and all that kind of stuff. So you're gonna be done with that, and that is it for the quest registration. Once done talking to the Drifter, just come back to this area right here and you will be able to deposit a Guardian medal or whatnot, and that will start the registration process. At this point, you could go into the quest menu, and if you look over here, it will say talk to Eva Levante again. And when you talk to Eva Levante, you will be able to start the Guardian Games. And at this point, I would recommend trying to get all the medals that you can in order to better proceed with this stuff. Now, this is actually the best part that I have seen thus far, one of the best events. Like, I wasn't expecting this thorough of an event to come out, because it is actually, the bounties are limited to your own class. So if you're a Titan, you have a different set of bounties. If you're a Warlock, you have a different set of bounties. And if you are a Hunter, you have a different set of bounties. To make it even better, it actually helps you go after all the subclasses. So you're gonna be in your Void subclass, you're gonna use your Arc subclass, you're gonna use your Solar subclass, and then you're gonna be doing activities or killing enemies or mobs with that like subclass. So it is actually for those people who have been out there like just like looking at YouTube videos or like certain builds, and they never got to experience like what you have to do with all the other subclasses and are still like on the learning curve area. It actually helps you out. Like even for me yesterday, like I was doing all these subclasses which I thought like I would never use, and ended up like using all of them. I'm like, hey, you know what, like this actually build is not that bad. So you can actually work that out, and it could be really amazing. So if you see right here, like the weekly bounty says generate laurels by landing final blows, with supers, grenades, and charged melee abilities. So guys, from now on, try your best to use your supers as much as you can, use your grenades as much as you can, and use your charged melee abilities as much as you can. That's what I wanted to emphasize why this bounty is out right now to show you guys. So when you are in missions, use these abilities to kill as much enemies as possible. If you are in a fire team of like your own friends or your clanmates, try your best for all 3 people to do that, and I will explain to you why. So lastly, what I want to explain over here is collecting laurels and how you go about doing that. So earlier we learned like doing grenade kills, super kills, or like melee ability kills. That will generate a lot of laurels for you. Now, each of the medals, they're actually specific to something that you have to do. So just like the bounties, you will be doing the bounties, but simultaneously you will have to do this as well. So for example, this one says collect laurels in Gambit. This one says collect laurels in any forge. So laurels are the currency for this event again. And here what you have to do is, if you have your own class, so you get 3 points. And if it is another class besides yourself, that's gonna give you 1 point. What that means is, so right now I'm making a video about Titan. So I go into a mission, I throw my grenade, and I pick up laurels. So when you kill any enemy with your grenade, they're gonna drop laurels. When you pick up that laurel, it's gonna give you 3 points. But let's say there's a hunter in your team or a warlock in your team, they throw a grenade and it drops a laurel for you. You're gonna actually get 1 point for each of the laurels that you picked up. Now, if, let's say, since I'm a Titan and there's another Titan in the fire team and he throws his grenade, basically you will get 3 points for that as well. So it is pretty like fast and quick. Now, the best ways to getting these laurels and trying to finish up is like really easy, and you can do it like in pretty much like 2-3 missions and you're pretty much done with everything. And few of the important sense that I wanted to like mention also is like, for example, like you'll get bounties like where you have to kill enemies with the Hammer of Soul. So as a Sunbreaker using the Code of Fire, you're gonna be basically killing enemies over there. So there are like something like using as a Centennial, using Code of the Protector, defeat targets with defensive strike. So you have to go specifically in your, for example, classes right here, and you have to figure out which one you're going to be using. So as the Code of Devastator, there is like the code of the Fire Forge and Code of the Siegebreaker. So you have to be in the classes, so make sure you read all the bounties and it will make it a lot easier. Then some of them will be saying using like different types of grenades, some might be saying like using a different type of like hammer, or like it could be anything. So you have to pay attention and do it to the letter in order for it to count. It is a little bit tricky, but it is really fun to do because now you're actually in the exploring part of the game. So it is actually pretty fun, especially for those people who are actually new in this. I know it won't be as much fun for those people who have been playing this for a really long time, but now that's actually a different set of bounties, and there is a more vast majority of them. And it is focused truly upon your character and like exploring your character on a deeper level. Also, like once you are finishing your bounties, you get your medals done, you come over here to deposit them again. And once you deposit them, you're actually going to start seeing like these 3 flags right here. So this flag right here, the red one actually is the Titan flag, the yellow one is the Warlock, and the blue one is the Hunter. So some people were like actually thinking about like what this is all about. So it is actually kind of like a race. So whichever flag goes to the top first wins. So as you can see right now, Hunter is kind of like ahead. Usually like Hunter is mostly played on PvP. It has been used on like so many occasions on like the raids and everything. So it is kind of like was a given from the beginning, like Hunters would be ahead right off the bat. So but there is a close like battle going between the second place at the moment. So that is between Titan and Warlock. But we'll see at the end, because what happens is that usually people are like doing the bounties and the medals on all 3 characters. So I myself at least have done it on Warlock and Hunter. So just like that, maybe like at the end, like Hunter is put away, and then Warlock and Titan start like doing, people start doing the bounties for those, and who knows, maybe they will win. So I want to see like your thoughts on this. So comment in the comment section below and let me know who do you think is gonna win at these Hunger Games, I guess. You're also going to be getting exotic quest in order to get these ghost shells as well, so keep an eye out for that one as well. Once you have completed those, it's just simply doing laurels. You have to just keep collecting them. You can select a ghost shell of your choice. The perks for this one are like speed demon, so you're going to be getting a speed demon, like your vehicle takes less time to summon and reloads your weapons while you are riding. Then a guiding light, all XP gains increased by 10%. So now you're actually gonna be getting more XP while you're playing. So if all fire team members have your season pass like maxed out, and plus you get this, you are getting a lot of XP right there. So it's gonna be a lot faster. The last perk is actually random, so you can get anything over here. I got moon scanner, so gain a chance to obtain additional resources on the moon. So it is a pretty cool looking ghost shell. So there are 3 types, so you can actually select like whether you want the hunter one, warlock one, or the titan one. It is completely your call. You don't have to worry about like which one you want to choose. Like let's say you're a titan, but then you wanted like this one looks cooler, so you can actually take this. So it's completely your call. Once you have completed like the gold tier reward, you're going to claim that over here, and on the reset you can come back and do all of these all over again. Now there also will be a pinnacle gear if you reach 25 points for your weekly challenges by redeeming the Guardian Games medals. So gold medals will give you 4 points, silver medals will be giving you 2 points, and the bronze medal will be giving you 1 point. And with the new update, basically all of the high level like weekly challenges. So basically before this was like a powerful gear tier 2 or 1. Now it is a pinnacle gear. If you go to Gambit and search right over here, there is a pinnacle gear. Like whether you do Gambit Prime or the regular Gambit, it's going to be pinnacle gear drop. If you go to Crucible and you end up deciding to do this one, like the bottom ones, these are going to be pinnacle gears once you're done with this one. But the top ones are powerful gear tier 2. So mostly all of the weekly challenges are now a pinnacle gear runs, and so this actually gives you a chance to level up quite fast and nicely for your character in order to reach the higher levels. However, because like what I think right now is like they are pushing everybody to get to 1025, because that will be the requirement in order to go for that one. So all fire team members must be at least or above a 1025 power to play this activity. So before there was a chat going on, like you have, like it will just bring your level down to 1025, but actually that's not the case. Grandmaster was also 1060, so I think they just reduced it by like 10 levels, so to make it, I don't know, like a little bit balanced. However, I don't feel that that's much of a difference, because like I tried it on Hunter and it was like okay, not that much of a big difference. It's just like your play style. So if you're playing a little bit passive, you can actually go through with this, but if you're like jumping into the ads and like just trying to rush everything, you're gonna pay the price. So however, it is actually a pretty fun activity. It had a lot of like modifiers, so that kind of like constrains your movability and all that kind of stuff, but it was pretty cool to play. Now, how to get laurels really fast. So go into any open world strike with your fire team members. You can go into the companion app and try to get like a team of 3. So what that will do is like help you greatly in one manner, and I will explain why. So let's say you were in the strike where you have to kill the fanatic, or you have to kill like the broadhold or the hive infestation or whatnot. But you start off like somewhere here in the open map. For this one, like you're probably like start somewhere over here. So instead of like going into doing the strike, you could keep doing all the lost sectors. So this lost sector in particular, for example, or like for example Nasus, there is the Orrery. There are like a lot of lost sectors where you'll see like ads are like all over the place. But if, for example, for instance, if you come in over here, anything that you use for like strikes, like you could get your strike bounties here as well. You can complete all the bounties in just one mission instead of going over and over again on different ones. So what I mean by that is like one like you go into this mission specifically. Like for example, like this mission specifically is insane and I love it. So you see how like all these ads are like dropping in, and I will explain to you like in 1 second what you have to do in order to make it worth your while. So we're gonna try to like damage this boss a little bit. Once you damage the boss, more enemies spawn. So there's a lot of ads right here. Look at that. And if you are in a strike with the team and now you're doing this, you pretty much like, you know, like earlier I said, like you need to get like those kills with those 15 hammer of souls or whatnot. So I'm just using this one for an example though, not for the other way around. But if you see right here, I pretty much like got so much resources just from the bat, and all you have to do is come in, kill all the ads, and then go back out. So it is completely your call whether you just want to keep doing strikes. Obviously the keep doing the strikes over and over again will result in giving you more resources as well for war mine and all that. But if you want to like put your primary focus on just these things, that can also be helped out as well. Now, for the forge one, there is another trick that you guys can do, and you can make wonders, especially if you have a fire team. So you don't have to finish the task. You can stay here indefinitely as long as you're killing ads all over the place. So your primary objective is actually not throwing the radiant batteries at the tongs, but it is actually just to kill enemies. So the more enemies you're gonna kill, the more like time you're gonna start to gain. Especially like the blue enemies, they actually end up giving you a lot of like time. So here I actually want to show, like we were like down to like 15 seconds, right? And now we're back up to like a minute and 29. So it is completely your call, like how you guys want to go about doing this. You can completely like keep coming back to this. It is your choice. I'm not gonna say like you don't have to do that, but to be honest, like these are like the fastest methods of doing it, staying into the mission longer, so you don't have to go back in and out. If you are having trouble, like let's just say about like ammos and whatnot, so make sure you have like a special ammo finder equipped, or you have like heavy ammo finder equipped. So thank you so much guys for watching. This is HBK Grand taking off for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed the tips, and like best of luck with the quest as well. I will be seeing you guys later. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer. So for now, this is HBK Grand. We are taking off for the day, guys. Have a great one. Take it easy.